Hughes has had a love affair with the radio all her life. As a young single mother, one of her first stops along the way was Howard University's WHUR radio station in Washington, D.C. At WHUR, the Quiet Storm program format became her signature achievement.
I wanted to create a format that basically kept single black women in the nation's capital company, and I named it the Quiet Storm.
And it was so successful it soon became syndicated all across the country.
At one time, nearly 500 radio stations were playing my format.
In 1980, purchasing a radio station was quite an accomplishment for this young entrepreneur.
Number one challenge, money. Very few lending institutions will gamble on black women in ownership positions in the media.
Taking to the microphone, she hosted a daily talk show that focused on the politics of the nation.
She used to sit in the picture window and do talk shows at WOL in Washington. She took the mute button off of Black America.
In 1994, she became the first African-American woman to chair a publicly traded corporation.
At my first annual meeting, I opened with a prayer. The next morning, I picked up the Washington Post front page business section. Radio One opens annual stockholders meeting with a prayer. Guess what? I'm doing it again next year.
And thank God for allowing us the health, the presence of mind to come tonight to celebrate with Sister Carolyn and Sister Lisa, to your board of directors of Real Sisters, for this exciting kickoff to the 19th Real Sisters Festival. Sly and the Family Stone said it best when they said, everybody is a star. You have your own fingerprints, your own unique aura, and for that I am grateful because there are about 7 billion people, give or take, on this planet, but I am blessed to call one of them my sister from another mother. I met Cathy when I was 19 at WHUR 96.3 at WHUR's. I must say that I'm thrilled to be here at the Schomburg because I grew up in Harlem. I grew up on 135th Street in Riverton. Went to City College right up the street. So it's great to come home and to present to this amazing woman, but I want to take a moment to say congratulations, Notori, because I remember when you were a young teenage girl and we worked together many, many years ago, so congratulations to you and to your parents on your Trailblazer Award. I know Cathy who can cook. I know Cathy who can catch fish. She's a fisherwoman. I know the woman who is I'm sorry, the proper term is angler. I've just been corrected, as I usually am throughout the day. I know the woman who is thoughtful, considerate, determined, courageous, and when I say that, in the beginning of her career, when she started her vision and dream to establish a radio station ownership, and eventually a network, and to hire African-American men and women. I was there in the beginning and observed the vision and the dream. And when she got the no's, the consistent no's from banks when she was trying to raise the money to buy her first radio station, WOL, she was not deterred. She turned the no's eventually into a yes. And all these years later, over 35 years later, we are celebrating not only Radio One, but the TV One network, as you saw in the video. Interactive One, anything with a one in is it? Cathy and her partner, who happens to be her son, Alfred Liggins, are not done yet. There is more to come. So it is so fitting that she is receiving an award from a woman who also was a pioneer, as we just saw in that other video. She is a remarkable individual, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot articulate, there are not enough words to express the wonder, the grandeur that is my sister, my best friend, and tonight's honoree of the Hattie McDaniel Award. Real Sisters, thank you so much for bestowing this privilege, this honor on this remarkable woman. Ladies and gentlemen, Cathy Hughes. A true American entrepreneur success to inspire us all, ladies and gentlemen. Hughes.
First and foremost, I give praise and thanks to God, from whom all blessings flow. Big round of applause for the Lord. There are a lot of other places we could be. We're here. Wow, I don't know where to begin. Kevin, thank you. Thank you so very much. When I was 8 years old, my mother, who was a very accomplished musician, founded a group called the International Sweethearts of Rhythm. And we used to be in Harlem all the time at the Apollo. In fact, I was really upset, but they had a mural of the Sweethearts on the wall at the Apollo for years. And when they renovated, that got covered over. And it was so very interesting because we ended up in Omaha, Nebraska, because the band's director, they miscalculated my mother's pregnancy. So like for 3 months, she's like, well, where is the baby? And she went to Omaha to kind of wait it out because the Sweethearts of Rhythm, if any of you are familiar, were 18 of some of the most beautiful women you ever wanted to see, so they didn't want anybody running around pregnant. So she went to Omaha. And in Omaha, the only music that I grew up on was at that time called country and western. And my mama did not want me growing up only knowing about Willie Nelson and Conway Twitty. So she bought me a transistor radio, and for the first time in my life, I heard what I thought were black disc jockeys. Turned out that it was white men pretending to be black because black folks were not allowed to be on the radio. So I was 10 years old, and I got beat up every morning because there were 6 of us living in the projects. And I would go in the bathroom, 6 in a house with 1 bathroom. I'd lock the door and do a morning show. I was practicing to be on the radio, and I didn't care how much trouble. My toothbrush was my microphone, and I was not coming out till my show was over. You can't disappoint your audience. And my brothers would attack me. I would get punished. I'd get cursed out. It did not matter. I continued doing my radio show because I had a goal. And Kevin, what you didn't know is the #1 connection between me and your great aunt. I had the goal of becoming the first black woman with a nationally syndicated radio show. I was 42 years old before I found out Hattie McDaniel had already done that. I am so thankful. I'm so thankful that nobody told me because it was my inspiration and my motivation. I'm talking about, yeah, one day I'm going to have a nationally syndicated radio show and I'm going to be the first black woman to ever do this. And someone said to me, excuse me, but Hattie McDaniel already did that. So I had to find some other things to do because Kevin's great aunt had already occupied that space. I have to honestly say I am just so honored. Carolyn and Lisa, you got the real name because it also could be spelled R-E-A-L. You all are really real sisters in this organization. Truly real sisters. This program not only is so rewarding and inspirational and gratifying for me and Notori, we're having fun. You usually don't go to these type of things and have fun. Kim Coles, oh my God, that story about her mama. You see, I love the mama stories because I'm a mama and a daddy's girl. The entertainment, Melissa, Nicole, all of just everyone, the volunteers, real sisters. So now I'm a real sister because I just wrapped and put in the can my first movie. running around here, could barely get up those stairs because I was running around the set and no one told me to watch out for cords and everything, so I meant the ground. And so I'm trying to take it easy now so that when I get my director's chair and get my name on it. But the name of the movie is Media. It's about black owned and operated media companies that have existed since Frederick Douglass and Ida B. Wells. There would have been no liberation had it not been for black media. Black media is a unifying force. It's an informational force, it's a motivational force, but more importantly than anything else, it's the only vehicle that we have that can tell our story from our perspective and get it right. Big difference, Kevin, between your great aunt having 90 films or 300 films. Somewhere along the line, they dropped a couple hundred on the curve, but it's not other cultures' responsibility to tell our story. It's our responsibility to tell our story from our perspective. Susan Taylor knows she led that parade. So important for us to understand just who we really are. I was sharing with Lisa when she interviewed me earlier that I'm always talking about my mother's father, Dr. Lawrence C. Jones, who founded a school called the Piney Woods Country Life School in Piney Woods, Mississippi. 110 years old now. And recently I found out, I'm thinking my granddaddy is this great pioneer starting this school in Mississippi. I found out that his grandfather in 1844 founded the first integrated school in the United States of America in Woodstock, Michigan. Now, if I pay millions of dollars a year for research and I don't know who I am, I know that we got a lot of homework to do for us to really identify and embrace who we really are. So important. And media is the easiest way for us to do that. Thank God for technology. Thank God for technology because it empowers us to be able, no matter what else we're doing, to explore the world and to embrace the greatness of who we really are as a people.